If you serve chili dogs like this at your 4th of July party, I'm showing up. These buns are gonna be golden brown, super soft, and they're gonna hold that hot dog like no other. That's gonna get smothered in a super saucy, flavorful, beefy chili, topped with cheese. I know you'll be going back for seconds, so let me show you a little something. Let's turn up the heat. I always stress the importance of a bun, and these ones are pretty special. I can guarantee these are gonna be super soft, super fluffy, and the best buns you've ever had. First things first, start by turning your pan on low heat. Add a 1/4 cup of milk and 2 tablespoons of water. Add 2 tablespoons of flour. This right here is a roux, otherwise known as a Tangzongh. This is gonna get added to the dough. It's gonna add moisture, and it's gonna ensure those buns to be super fluffy and super pillowy. For the dough, take a 1/2 cup of milk, 1/2 cup of water, and 2 tablespoons of water. Add 2½ teaspoons of yeast. Dissolve in 1½ tablespoons of sugar. I don't have a stand mixer, so I'm going to take a big bowl and do this by hand. Get 3½ cups of flour. Add in 2 teaspoons of salt. Add in your yeasty boys. And begin to incorporate. Now going in with your hand, add 1 egg yolk and 1 whole egg. Now add 3 tablespoons of butter and incorporate these into the dough. Bring this to a lightly floured work surface and begin to knead. While you're kneading, go ahead and add your Tangzongh. Take your little dough baby and toss them into a lightly greased bowl. Cover this bowl with some plastic wrap and hold this until doubled in size. After an hour, this dough boy has definitely doubled in size. Give it a smack, degas, press it down, and divide this guy into 100-gram balls. Give them a quick roll, and once you get it into a 4 to 5 inch log, do this with the rest. Once your buns are perfectly parked next to each other, just barely touching, cover them up and let these sit for about 30 minutes. Once your buns have rested for 30 minutes, uncover them, get some egg wash, and cover them up. Toss these into a 375-degree oven for 15 to 18 minutes or until golden brown. After about 20 minutes, remove your buns and they should be looking just as beauteous as this. Wow, look at that. Perfect. Super soft, pillowy, fluffy. Couldn't ask for anything better. This chili is not your typical chili. It doesn't have beans. It's not gonna have chunks of any vegetables. It's simply just gonna look like ground beef and sauce. But to me, that's the ideal chili dog chili. If you want a bowl of chili, this is the wrong video. Start with adding a couple tablespoons of a neutral oil. Add 3/4 pound of ground beef. Add about 2 teaspoons of salt to this beef. Once your beef is fully cooked, salted, and broken up into these individual little granules, go ahead and add this to a bowl. And return this pot to the heat. This sauce has no chunks, so we're gonna take a 1/2 an onion and grate it. With this onion, I'm also gonna take 2 garlic cloves and mince them. Add a couple more tablespoons of oil. Add your garlic and your onions. Add about a teaspoon of salt to this. Cook this until all the moisture is released. Add 3 ounces of tomato paste. Add another teaspoon of salt. Right there is a list of all the spices I'm adding. I know you can read, so I'm not going to list them all off. Go ahead and mix this up. Now add 2 cups of water. A 1/2 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Add your beef back in. Let this come up to a boil, reduce this to a simmer, and let it cook for about an hour. It doesn't matter what kind of hot dog you use. Chicken, pork, beef, turkey, a mixture of any of that. You choose what you like and just grill them up. I'm gonna be cooking up 2 all beef dogs. I like giving mine some slices. Get a pan on. Toss a bit of oil. Toss your doggies in and let them cook. Once your dogs are seared off and they're cooked to how you like them, get your chili. Now that it's all reduced down, nice and saucy, thick, beefy, take your dogs and toss them straight in. Coat them and just let them sit. Take 2 of the buns, slice them down the top, Toss some butter into a pan. Take your buns and soak up some of that butter. And once your buns are nice and toasty on both sides, you're ready to plate. Take one of your hot dog buns, take one of your hot dogs and stick them in. Take some of that beautiful, meaty, saucy chili, ladle it right over top, pack it in there. Take some cheese and put it right on top. Here it is, the perfect chili dog. Let's take a bite. I cannot wait. Cheers. Wow. The bun is so good. The buns are super soft. They're almost like store-bought, but like 10 times better. The hot dogs, just beef hot dogs, nothing special, but that chili, that beef sitting on top, that's special. It's super tasty, seasoned right, and if you like chili dogs, I would try this. I'm almost finished with one. I'm gonna finish the other. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big fat thumbs up, smash the subscribe button, and until next time, peace.